Hello to all of you amazing web slingers. Welcome to Livin on the Edge, the podcast all about our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. My name is Alec. I'm one of your hosts. You can follow me at _the_SmartAlec on Twitter.
And I'm Brian. I'm the other host. You can follow me at Red Reviews or BMDRLR on Twitter.
If you want to follow our podcast on Twitter, you can go to @LOTE_podcast. If you want to follow on Comics Ground on Twitter, you can go to @OnComicsGround. And if you go to our website, we post daily reviews, news, editorials, and all that jazz. So, Brian, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. You?
I'm good. This is our third, fourth take on this. Because Craig's being a little bitch boy tonight.
Craig, our audio recording bot for Discord, is just deciding not to record this episode.
Yeah.
Probably as punishment for not downloading it originally a week ago.
Thanks for twisting my arm to talk about this.
Well, we didn't talk about it in the original, so.
Yeah. So last we recorded this episode already, and then I was really fucking stupid and did not download it. So now we're doing this on Audacity. Because Craig's not working, so, yay, I guess.
We'll sound a bit different than normal.
Yeah. I actually listened to the Venom episode. It sounded pretty good. The Venom episode was the one we recorded on Audacity, so.
Yeah. It probably technically sounds better since there's no, interruption.
Yeah.
On their end, but for us, obviously, Discord's gonna Discord.
Yeah. But, what was I going to say? So, a lot of stuff's happened. Apparently PS5 is going to go on sale soon.
Gamescom is tomorrow as of recording, correct?
Yes. Which I have no clue if any... We know Ratchet and Clank is going to be shown.
Yeah!
You cut out.
Damn it, sorry, I said yeah!
I'm excited for that. They're also going to show the first gameplay of Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, and then an hour later they were like, okay, it's delayed to 2021. So.
Oh, that's right. Damn it.
This thing has been delayed so goddamn much. It hurts.
God, I need it.
Yeah. But yeah, DC Fandom happened this past weekend. Showed us a lot of stuff. It showed the Gotham Knights game, which looks really good. Suicide Squad.
I wish that Cassandra was the Batgirl instead of fixing Oracle, quote unquote. But
that's
whatever.
Very ableist.
Especially the way they described it, where she just trained really, really hard and recovered.
She's just built different.
I get Cassandra Cain for Batman of the new Gotham Knights universe since Bruce Wayne is fucking dead.
No, he's not dead. What the fuck are you talking about? He's not dead.
I've already said I'm betting $30 right now that he's the Talon that you fight throughout the whole game.
He is 100%. He's gonna be the Talon. I think it's nice though that we're finally having a Batman game that's not focusing on Bruce. Because we've had 4 of those already, so...
Yeah, we get to play as Nightwing, Red Hood, Robin, Tim Drake, and Barbara Batgirl.
Which, coincidentally enough, Stephen O. Young is playing Jason Todd. He played Mr. Negative. So.
Oh, yeah!
He was very good as... Did we talk about how good he was as Mr. Negative?
We mentioned that Mr. Negative was way better than he's ever been in the comics, but we did not praise the man enough.
Stephen O. Young was fan-fucking-tastic.
He was probably my favorite actor of the game, honestly.
Really?
It's either him or Yuri Lowenthal.
It's either him, Yuri Lowenthal, or William Salyers.
Yes, those are my top 3. They just... what made me love Steve No Young so much is because he took a nothing character like Mr. Negative and made me give a shit.
Yeah. Like, you really feel where his pain comes from and why he's doing what he's doing. And it's like, it sucks what he's doing, but it's like, man, Osborn's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
But not really, because he actually cares about his son and he's doing everything for Harry. It's like...
Nah, he's still an evil asshole.
He's still an evil asshole, but it's like, he's being evil for the sake of Harry. And like, that's... I love that.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Yeah.
And like... And well, speaking of, you know, him playing Jason in the Gotham Knights game, I love how under the mask Jason is all fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a big scar along his face and everything.
He has the white streak, thank God.
Yeah, right? I love that new thing that's come up as like a detail for him to help differentiate from all the other Robins who just look like Tiny Bruce.
I thought you were going to say for a sec, I love that they're bringing in Red Hood for Titans Season 3. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Oh no, that shit irritates me beyond belief that Red Hood and Barbara are coming in and they're going to Gotham.
Remember when they said the season was going to focus on Starfire and Blackfire?
No.
They did.
I don't.
They said that it would. And now Red Hood's going to be Deathstroke 2.0.
Jason, I have never said this once in my life. I am rooting for you on this one.
Kill them all, please.
Do the one thing you're good for and just kill them all. So that this show can fucking end.
God. Ugh. But anyway, Suicide Squad is a game that certainly, I guess, will exist in the Arkham universe, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. I don't... It's weird how Gotham Knights, which is the one that looks like an Arkham game, is its own thing. And then Suicide Squad, which looks like a completely different genre, is gonna be in the Arkham universe.
Yeah. I will say, I like that Metropolis looks like it's from the 50s. I love that.
Yeah, like when it comes to Metropolis, I typically prefer it looking kind of futuristic, because it's supposed to be the city of tomorrow.
It looks like futuristic, but in the way the 50s idealized futuristic, which I like that.
Yeah, which that's kind of my perfect Metropolis, because like there was the new animated Superman movie which came out the other day, and
the one written by
which I watched it, and there is, you know, you can't ignore the American Alien influence. It's there, but it's not as much as I was fearing.
Okay, cool.
And I've watched the credits all the way through. Max Landis is not mentioned once, which
Thank God.
Makes me believe he doesn't get any money from this, which makes me happy.
Yay.
Because this is a much better Superman origin than American Alien could ever hope to be.
I don't know how to feel about the implication, though, that it's like Batman existed before Superman.
Yeah, that is my big sticking point of the movie. I hate when Batman comes first. It should be Superman.
Because Superman is the original superhero.
Yeah, like obviously you can have shit like the JSA and everything before him, but Superman should be like the beginning of like the new age of hero.
Yeah.
Like, you know, for Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, all those guys.
Yeah. I'll have to watch it at some point, but yeah.
It's pretty decent, honestly. I love Martian Manhunter. He's cool.
Nice.
He acts like a great foil for Superman, because Superman, the whole movie, is like struggling with, do I want to reveal myself to the world or should I just stay hidden? And Jean, the whole movie, is like, we are the last of our kind. If we have any chance of survival, we should stay hidden for as much as we possibly can.
Yeah.
And obviously, by the end of the movie, he decides he was wrong.
Yeah. That's cool. I'll have to give it a watch soon.
Yeah. But, I need more Martian Manhunter Superman hanging out. That just needs to be a thing.
Well, we'll get that in the Snyder Cut, I guess. Well, I guess we already had it, because it turns out Harry Lennox was Jean Jones all along.
Right.
Which, I mean, I guess in hindsight, I can see it. But, what was I going to say? I don't know how to feel about Suicide Squad. The game. The movie looks good. Harley's
Yeah, the movie
design
looks
is perfect.
Good. Yeah, honestly, Harley currently in the movie and in the current Suicide Squad run have my favorite costume she's ever had.
Nice. I need to catch up on it.
The current Suicide Squad run is probably the only Suicide Squad run I've read and actually enjoyed, like all the way through.
I'll have to give it a read sometime soon.
Yeah. Aside from Harley and Deadshot, it's pretty much all new people.
I like that. That's
Same.
cool.
Like, for me, the Suicide Squad should either be like mostly new people or just a bunch of losers.
Which is what I love about this movie, because you have fucking Polka Dot Man and
Yeah, we do. Fucking Polka Dot Man is gonna save the day. I know it.
I was saying this in our last take before it got deleted by Craig. Peter Capaldi is the Thinker. Literally the best casting of this movie.
Yeah, honestly, no doubt.
Like,
and I love that his costume is just like a suit, and then he's got a bunch of shit sticking out of his head.
It's like a suit with a Hawaiian shirt, and
that's so good.
I love that. I wonder if he's gonna keep his accent. I hope he keeps his accent.
Same. Like, it's so fitting for the Thinker.
Yeah. The Batman. This is the most excited.
Batman.
This is the most excited I've ever been about anything Batman related in a long time.
Same here.
Because, okay, first and foremost, the music in the trailer, perfect.
Yep.
It's Something in the Way by Nirvana. Great song to use. Jeffrey Wright is Gordon. Spot on.
He is Commissioner Gordon.
He is. He was a character in The Last of Us Part 2, and I didn't know that until playing it through a second time. When I saw the credits, and I was like, that was Jeffrey Wright? What? And then I looked at the character, and I'm like, that is Jeffrey Wright. What the fuck?
Oh, well, that's cool.
He was only in 2 scenes, unfortunately, but he has a big presence throughout the game because he's the leader of the WLF.
Oh.
So, but no, he's a very good actor, obviously. Robert Pattinson, he's gonna be fantastic.
I love that we mentioned it in the last one, but we both love that they're pushing emo Batman so hard.
Because it's so accurate to how he is.
It is. The eyeliner is a thing, or eyeshadow, whatever, the hair, like, he's just an emo kid. I love it.
Also, I love that it also makes it feel more gothic, which I like.
Yeah, this movie feels very, gothic, which is what Gotham should be,
because
and not just be fucking Detroit. I'm looking at you, Nolan. I see you. You and your bullshit whitewashing ways.
Casted Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul. Called him Roz for some reason.
Yeah, which I wouldn't be shocked if Roz is technically the actual pronunciation, but I don't care. Ra's sounds way cooler.
Yeah. And then he white casted Bane. Whitewashed
And
Bane.
Talia.
And Talia, that's right. Ugh.
The only good thing that came out of Tom Hardy Bane is his voice.
Love that voice.
Oh!
Take control! Take control of this city! God, that was Audacity freaked out on my end when that happened.
So yeah, no, it does that.
But yeah, no, I love that voice.
It's so good.
But Robert Pattinson looks great. I love that beatdown scene, and his voice is fantastic.
Yeah, like he's not going all like this the whole movie.
You do that voice really well.
Years of practice and watching college humor videos.
I love those. I use my skills that I learned in the mountains.
It's like, do you know where your parents, like, they die? It's like, nah, Alfred told me they're on a farm with my fish, They frolic in the fields. It's like, no, Batman, your fish is dead. Dr. Fishy! No!
Patton Oswalt's... Surprisingly, Patton Oswalt's Penguin was like... That seems
really
like a
good?
Nolan Penguin, and like, I'm shocked that
Right?
that hasn't happened yet.
God, they need to make more of those videos.
They stopped in 2013 after the Batman and Superman one. And I hate
And that makes me sad. They need to do more.
They need
If
to
only
do-
just so I can hear that voice again.
And on my computer, I'll analyze it.
Is it with science?
I couldn't even finish that one.
Hang on. No, that's not how it works. We need 50 coins. And then 50 more coins. And then 50. Two-Face is just sitting there like, I'm just gonna shoot him.
What do you see? Harvey face.
Face.
Now what do you
Now what do you see?
see? Scary face.
And to put them together and...
Two-Face, what have you done with Harvey and Scary Face? They've done nothing to you. I'm sorry. Okay,
No.
okay, we need to move on.
Sorry, we got sidetracked, people. Go watch those college humor videos. They're the best.
They're called Badman, like Batman, but instead of bat, it's bad. They're
Pretty sure
amazing.
there's one where he interrogates Ronald McDonald.
There's one where
It's definitely a clown.
there's one where it's Riddler, and then it's like Riddler asking him, if I aim to shoot, I'll riddle you. And the man's like, helicopter. And then he calls Lucius, and Lucius like, I'm pretty sure it's helicopter.
It's like, that's what I said.
But yeah, y'all watch those. But anyway, speaking of Riddler, Paul Dano's gonna be fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, his voice is great. I love it. I love the outfit because like it's green and he's got a mask on, which is take or leave. But I love that he wears glasses over the mask.
I love that. And coincidentally enough, they're I think they're the same glasses from like the GIF that Matt Reeves tweeted when he announced that Paul Dano was cast as Riddler.
Huh.
Yeah. Which I don't know if that might be intentional, I guess, who knows, but what was I gonna
We'll
say?
find out.
Yep. I was like, can't believe that's Colin Farrell in all that makeup as Penguin.
Right?
I thought they were gonna do the Emperor Penguin thing, but I guess not.
Same here. Like everyone was thinking it was going to be Emperor Penguin, but
Turns
no,
out
we're
that
getting
was Maroni.
Yeah, turns out we're getting Penguin.
They didn't show Al fucking Pacino as Falcone yet.
God, that fucking casting, man.
Do you remember that tweet?
Yeah, that was the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, no, that movie looks really good, and I'm very excited for it. One more thing before we actually talk about Spider-Man. I finally played and beat God of War.
Oh yeah, I saw your Twitter about it.
Yeah, it was good. I don't see the hype for it really, because it was kind of... The exploration thing about it was just weird. Like...
Yeah, honestly, the open world aspect of the game is the worst part of it.
Because it doesn't feel like it's open world.
No, it really doesn't.
Like, it's like what Jedi Fallen Order did, but kind of worse.
Yeah, because, like, it's...
In Jedi Fallen Order, there are no side missions. There is only the main campaign.
Yes. Like,
And
the thing is, it's... Jedi Fallen Order isn't technically open world, it's just the levels kind of... It's very linear levels.
yeah,
But it feels more open than it actually is.
yeah. In God of War, it feels weirdly restricted.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's
but...
mostly because it shows you all this stuff that you can't get to yet because you don't have the tools to do it.
Yeah, that is the most irritating thing that the game does.
Yeah.
Is you look at all this cool shit you don't get to see yet.
And then when you're done and have all of it, you're too tired to do anything.
Yeah. Like, honestly, Kratos and Atreus' dynamic carry the whole game.
They do. And Freya's character is weird to me, because
she's a bit odd, I will admit.
Because it shows her being, like, really wise and stuff, but at the same time she's kind of a wacko.
I think she's just way too overprotective of her kid, is the problem.
Yeah.
So, like, when, spoilers for a game that's been out for, like, what, 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, like 2.5 years at this point.
Yeah, like, Kratos kills Balder, who is Freya's son.
Yeah, they reveal, like, Freya is the mother of Balder, because Balder is Odin's son and Thor's brother.
And if you know Norse mythology, Freya made Balder invincible by basically convincing everything in the universe to not attack him except mistletoe, which wouldn't agree. So then Loki killed Balder with a mistletoe arrow in mythology.
Which, like, the foreshadowing of Atreus being Loki, I thought was really well done.
Super good.
Even though I already knew, like, when I was like, okay, how are they going to convince me that this kid is somehow the god of mischief? And then when he finds out he's a god, he just becomes a massive dick, and I'm like, okay, now I see it.
Yeah, it's like now you're starting to see the Loki in him.
Yeah. And like,
and and if you played other games, you also see the Kratos in there.
Yeah. Because it's funny. I haven't played the other God of Wars, but from what I know, Kratos is just kind of a big buffoon, but also just a rage monster.
Kratos in the first 3 God of War games is a total monster.
So it's funny when he's trying to teach restraint to Atreus.
Yeah, honestly, that is my favorite thing about the new one, where Kratos legitimately hates himself.
Yeah.
Like, he fought after 3 games of just nonstop murder. He looks back and realizes, man, I was a dick.
And I need my son to be better, but that's not going to happen because he's Loki.
Yeah. And also, I'm me. I don't exactly have the best track record with kids.
I wonder how they're going to make it fit into the mythology, because it's like, Loki is supposed to be Thor's brother. Even in Norse mythology, right? Like, outside of Marvel stuff.
I can double check. I believe that's the case, but I'm not entirely sure.
So I wonder if they're gonna have, like, Freya somehow take him away from Kratos, or, like, I don't know. But
okay, in Norse mythology, Loki is actually Odin's brother.
That's weird.
Yeah, Marvel changed a lot of stuff with Norse mythology, so, like, it became popular concept.
But then again, they say that, like, the whole thing that happens between Thor and the World Serpent and Ragnarok is going to cause time to be funky, so...
Yeah, basically, I think what happened is Kratos wasn't supposed to be here, and him being here has completely fucked the whole, like, timeline of when Ragnarok is supposed to happen.
Yeah, because... I mean, it makes sense. Like, why would somebody from a different reality with different gods be in Norse mythology now?
Yeah, which they never explain how he got there.
I feel like they will, eventually.
I think they kind of have to, because there is nothing at the end of 3 that suggests he knows how to do that, and there's nothing in this game that ever implies how he got there.
Yeah. We'll probably have to do with Faye, or... as her full name is Laufey, his Loki Laufey's son.
Yep.
Again, the foreshadowing was so good with that, but...
It really was. And, like, the hypest I've ever felt was when you have to go back to the house and get the blades.
Oh, yeah. And
you hear the old instruments, and Athena pops in and is like, you're a monster. You know. And
Kratos, my favorite line from Kratos says, "I know, but I am your monster no longer."
Yeah, and he just walks through the ghost. It's like, yeah, fuck you, Athena, you're the worst.
Also, it's weird, like, how does Mimir know about Greeks and Sparta and stuff, and that's supposed to be a whole different reality?
Well, it's very heavily implied that Mimir knows like a bunch of shit about the realms. So I guess because like isn't his eye like a portal thing? Like,
yeah. That's how they get to Yoda.
Okay, so probably what happened was he would occasionally pop into like different mythologies just to see what was up.
Wonder if in the sequel they'll do anything with Roman mythology. Considering how similar Roman mythology is to Greek mythology.
I want to see Kratos' reaction to Jupiter instead of Zeus. Where he's just Zeus from God of War 3, but he goes by Jupiter now. And Kratos just has a mental breakdown.
I would love that.
Because Kratos fucking hates Zeus so much. Like, you know that scene in Hell where he's beating up his ghost?
That was the scene from God of War 3, right?
That is a sequence in God of War 3
where you just beat the ever-loving shit out of Zeus.
Yeah, where Kratos, like, he takes his blaze, he just throws him on the ground, runs at Zeus, and just punches the shit out of him. And it's first person, and you, the player, are, pushing the button to do it. And you can do it so much that the screen just completely envelops in red. And you can't see.
God. I love
it's
that.
The coolest shit ever. Anyway, moving on. 3 is the best one.
Yeah. One thing I will say before we continue, they really overcooked the morally ambiguous climax of Kratos killing Baldur. There was so much exposition about how, oh, we're not bad, but we're not good, and oh, this thing will happen, and then this thing will happen because of what we did. And it's like, okay, I get it. Just let me marinate on it. You don't have to spell it out for me. Like, I know it's morally ambiguous. We know that.
Look, this is God of War, alright? They are very not ambiguous in that series. It's very black and white.
But, God of War was pretty fun. I'm playing the Super Hot sequel right now, which was free, which I think was really cool that they did that.
Shit, I didn't know there was a Super Hot.
Yeah, if you buy the first game, you get the sequel for free, and it's a full game.
Oh shit,
it doesn't seem like it at first because it's a few levels, and then it's the ending, and then it's like, okay, congratulations. But then it's like, more, and then you click it, and it's like, you had to have more, didn't you? And it's like this whole thing. It's like that weird psychedelic stuff from the first game about how you're a monster and stuff for wanting more. But it's really cool. Frustrating but cool. Also, this game has like hacks now, so you can have like different mods like extra lives, and you can start levels with weapons, and you can deflect bullets with katanas now.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very fun. But anyway, Spider-Man.
Yeah, that thing our podcast is about.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
Yeah, we could reuse the agenda from last time.
Yeah, I guess. So what was the news last time?
Spider-Man's coming to Avengers.
We already talked about that, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm on the wrong one.
Well, first of all, Olivia Wilde is now directing Spider-Woman, which that's a great choice. That's a really good choice.
I am still nervous as fuck.
Apparently, Feige wants to make it a co-production, which I hope that will happen, because...
Yes, because it needs to be... Like, Jessica Drew needs to be in the MCU just so that we can have her and Captain Marvel be girlfriends finally.
Yeah.
The thing that the comics are too cowardly to do.
The comics will never give Carol a girlfriend.
And that is why Marvel are cowards.
Yeah.
And why we need to do it in the movies, because Marvel has a boner for comic movie synergy and will do whatever the movies tell them.
What was I going to say? I'm glad that it seems like Captain Marvel 2 is going to be in present day, or will present day in the MCU at least, because
Yes, because
we do not need another prequel.
No, I'm getting kind of tired of this trend of the female-centric superhero movies being a prequel.
Yeah, just
like Birds of Prey is the only one that's in modern day.
Yeah. But
God, that's depressing.
It is. It is. But anyway, so what was I gonna say?
Amazing Spider-Man number 46 and 7.
Yeah. Oh wait. Also, someone's directing a Craven movie. I don't know who.
Oh yes, someone.
I forgot who the director was, but they announced the director for Craven.
Yeah.
I don't know.
God,
just let him be in Spider-Man 3, and then you can do whatever you want with him, please.
Right. Like, after Spider-Man 3, I'm not gonna care.
just Spider-Man 3, and then just do whatever the fuck you want with him. Like,
yeah, because, like, I like Craven. I think he's fun. He cannot carry a solo movie.
No. You cannot.
Like, the only possible way I see it working, and even then, it won't work, is Spider-Man 3 ends with him taking down Spider-Man and burying him, and then Craven is about him taking his place and going crazy.
That will never happen, though, and you know it.
No, because it won't.
Because, like, we're never gonna get, like, I talked on Twitter about how I want the Buried Alive scene to be in Spider-Man 3, and people were like, no, they need to save it for a Craven's Last Hunt movie. I'm like, we're never gonna get that. Like,
yeah, like I'm gonna tell y'all now, we're never getting Craven's Last Hunt as it is without a lot of changes in the movie form.
The only way we'll get it is as an animated movie, a la Killing Joke. Which,
yeah, honestly,
with how Killing Joke turned out, do we really want that?
Spider-Man has sex with Felicia Hardy on the roof.
Oh no, you gotta make it even creepier than that. Come on.
Okay, hang on. Who's a kid figure in Spider-Man's life?
Okay, maybe we shouldn't go down this route.
Yeah. So Felicia it is.
Yeah. By that point, it's already better than Killing Joke. But God, that segment of Killing Joke was fucking terrible.
The whole movie is terrible.
Well, I think
I don't even really like the Killing Joke part.
I think the Killing Joke part was actually like well written because it was just Alan Moore's writing and not the writers in the movie. Yeah, but like,
I mean, for my thing is, I'm not that big a fan of Killing Joke itself anyway.
That's fair. That's fair.
And a big reason why is, you know, the shit with Barbara.
But the prelude section,
the prelude is absolute garbage.
It was like, it's a bad 90s story. It's like the most misogynistic, homophobic shit written ever. They have the gay best friend, the stereotypical gay best friend, like the villain guy being obsessed with fucking Batgirl.
And his name is Paris, France.
Hate. Pain. That's it. Okay. So those things are happening. Apparently that, like, not actually, but like it's rumored the title for Spider-Man 3 might be Homesick, which I hope it isn't, because that's dumb.
Same. That's a really weak title.
Yeah. That's all we
make it
say
war at home. Make it War at Home, you cowards.
War at Home or Coming Home, please.
Yeah, honestly, those two are the best options. Also, was it like Homefront or something?
Homefront, yeah. Those
are
like
the top three. Yeah. Any others I will not accept unless they're better.
But so ASM 46 and 47. Sin Eater's up to no good.
Yeah, and like
started making trouble in my neighborhood. We got in one little fight, my mom got scared. Sorry.
Oh man. Yeah, so the people that he quote unquote kills come back with all of their sins removed and
all their powers removed.
Yeah, and they all start acting like how Sin Eater did in his second story when it was Stan, like, you know, crippled and beaten.
Yeah. Like, very regretful, very wanting to, like, be better.
Yeah, and having the stutter and probably a limp, if I had to guess.
Yeah. Like the Count guy has.
Yeah, Count Nefario has very clearly had the stutter.
Yeah. So basically, like, Sin Eater's gathering a lot of support.
Yeah, because people are like getting behind his methods because it's like, hey, he's reforming them instantly. That's great.
He's not killing them. Like, he's shooting them with a magical shotgun, but like they're coming back.
Yeah. And hey, he's taking away their powers too and making himself more powerful so he can beat them even easier.
Totally not worrying there.
Nah.
Also, Norman Osborn is now in charge of Ravencroft.
Yeah, which this is a thing that was revealed not long after Absolute Carnage, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I do remember there was like a Ravencroft book that was released after Absolute Carnage because, you know, in Absolute Carnage, Carnage tore Ravencroft into nothing.
He pulled a bunch of little bugs out of his chest and infected all the patients. Which that scene is horrifying.
It really is. Like, there's just maggots in his intestines and shit, and he just plucks them out and flicks them.
Oh, God. That was a good book. That was a really good book.
It's one of Marvel's best events in a while. It's like that and Empire are like the two best in a while.
I haven't read Empire yet, just because there's been like no promotion for it.
That's fair. I'll say Empire is probably my favorite Marvel event in like 5 or 10 years because, for one, no one's out of character, and two, it's just a nice, fun alien invasion story with a gay marriage at front and center.
Why can't we have more of those?
No, heroes must hate each other all times.
I kind of wish we were just fighting villains again. Shut up.
Shut up, you're Cassie Lang.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, let them go if their freedom means so little to
them. Anyway, Norman's now in charge of Ravencroft. Sin Eater's gathering a cult. Something happened to Overdrive, which leads into the next issue. We think Sin Eater is going to kill Nora Winters or reform her, but it turns out he just wants an interview.
Yeah, he says, like, your sins are many, but I'm not here for you.
Yeah. Because like, you didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, you're not a good person, but you're not like the people I'm after.
Yeah. So she tries to talk to Jameson. Jameson's like, no, this is stupid, and then she just doesn't anyway.
You're right. More people need to listen to Jameson, that's all I'm saying.
So then Sin Eater gets more followers, and Peter talks to Carly, and he's like, hey, what's happening with Overdrive? And he's like, I know we didn't leave off on the best of terms. I've been meaning to call. It's like... It's clear he's like us. We want nothing to do with Carly Cooper.
You're right. It's so weird how Carly's been around in 3 issues of Spencer's run, and she's already more interesting than in all of Slott's.
Yeah, that's very, very interesting. But it turns out the reason why Overdrive is in the hospital is because the cops tried to fucking kill him. Right? Yeah. Like, the one cop she was close with was like, man, sure sucks that your dad turned out to be a piece of shit. Unlike us, we're gonna go kill this man without due process. Because ACAB.
Basically.
Oh god, with everything happening again. You saw the shit that happened last night, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, but like, yeah, no, that was fucked up. And then Peter goes to try to stop Sin Eater, and his cult just dog piles on him pretty much. One guy even comes to Sin Eater to be like, please cleanse me of my sins, because I've hurt a shit ton of people. Do we think that's gonna turn out to be somebody, or is that just some rando?
It'll probably be someone.
We'll see.
I'm not entirely sure who, but I'm sure it'll be a character we've met before.
Yeah. So, yeah, pretty much like Senior's being like, literally, there was nothing bad about me. I'm the perfect superhero in every way. And now I'm gonna go kill Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
Not kill, but essentially kill.
Yeah, I'm going to do my thing with him.
Yeah. It's like all the inmates of Ravencroft are like, he's coming for you, Osborn. Which, and the next issue has a cover of Spider-Man in a straitjacket in front of Ravencroft, and it's like, oh, it's like the somewhat enjoyable part of Clone Saga.
Right.
Although I think we talked a lot of shit about that section too in our Clone Saga episode.
We did.
But
we did.
Yeah. But no, I'm really liking the storyline so far. This might be Sin Eater's big storyline that will be remembered for years to come, if it sticks to landing, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. If it ends well, then this will probably be my favorite Sin Eater story.
Out of 3. I was just saying that to show how very few Sin Eater storylines there were.
Yeah, it's true. Look, there's no Reverend Tolliver in this one, so it's automatically an upgrade.
Reverend Tolliver. Oh boy. Okay. So, is there anything else we're forgetting to talk about before we move on?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because we need to move to the DLC anyway.
Yeah. That's what Square Enix said. At least the actual DLC that matters is going to be free.
Yeah, true.
Do you think they're going to reveal Spider-Man at the next War Table?
Probably.
Yeah. Because I don't see who else it could be, because he's been announced. Why wouldn't they show him?
Yeah, it's either going to be Spider-Man or some new one who it won't be exclusive to a console.
Yeah. Ugh. But anyway.
Anyway, Spider-Man PS4.
So before we start, we didn't. Well, no, we can talk about the story first, just to get it over with.
Yeah, because let's be real. We're covering the City That Never Sleeps DLC of the PS4 game, so
there's not much to talk about.
There really isn't.
It's stuff happens. Felicia's a dick, and nobody learns anything. The end.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah. So basically, it's a DLC that's 3 chapters. One is called The Heist. One is called Turf Wars. The other is called Silver Lining. So, the first one, The Heist, is about Black Cat primarily. She's up to her old shit again, as teased in the main game, which Peter stresses she wouldn't be doing this again unless she was desperate.
Yep.
Anyway, so Peter and MJ are a thing. Miles calls Peter at times to be like, hey, I still exist, and you gotta teach me to be Spider-Man. Peter's like, yeah, okay, sure. But basically a lot of stuff's happening. It's just standard Black Cat stuff that's been in other games, like chase missions and whatnot. But then she drops a bombshell. Peter's like, why won't you stop this? And then she says, if I don't, they'll kill my son.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Yeah. The one thing that gave me intrigue into this story, and
it doesn't exist.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. Oh, by the way, spoilers. We forgot to mention, in case you cared about the DLC, spoilers. So, one cool thing is that MJ is actually, MJ in the DLC. Like, she's understanding, and like when Peter says, hey, I may have an illegitimate child, because I'm going to admit to you that when I was with Felicia, we never had protection.
Yeah,
We were raw dogging all night. God. I hate how this storyline fringes on the fact that Peter does not pull out. Anyway, it's funny how we have two storylines now that revolve around characters not pulling out. This and Sin's past. Anyway, MJ's weirded out, but then she comes back. She's like, you know what? It's fine. You were like, I literally cannot judge you for what you were doing when we were separated. Like, you did.
Yeah, like she's weirded out at first, but then calls back with, okay, I'm sorry, that wasn't.
Yeah, and she's not implying like, this is too weird for me, I'm gonna break up with you. Like almost every adaptation of her does, where it's like, oh god, this is too crazy, I'm gonna break up with you. She's like, no, we'll figure this out. And then, you know, the more you play, the more Felicia's just playing coy about whether or not it's Peter's kid. And also Eddie the trash man has his own pizza place now, which I think is fun.
Which I love that.
And just Peter takes the time out of searching for his child and possibly baby mama, and just eats a whole pepperoni pizza, because why not?
I know that feeling.
Yeah. You only have one MJ stealth mission, thank God.
Yes, and it's very brief.
Yep. So more stuff happens. You fight. Basically the only gang you're fighting is the Maggia crime family, which
yeah, they're just the standard crime family gang.
Yeah, I hate the ones with miniguns. I hate them.
Yeah, no, they're bad.
They're terrible. I hate them. But you get to the final mission, and you know there's a cool thing where it's like Peter's like quiet as a cat, Felicia's like sneaky as a spider. It's like, that's bullshit. Love that. Then Peter's like, okay, time to go to the vault. Oh, where's Felicia? I'm like, please don't do this.
And they do it.
And I posted the meme after I played in 2018. I like tweeted out, when you get to the vault in the heist and find out what's really in there, and I posted the picture of the Walter dog. But that was my face, literally, because I was just like, no, I'm done. Then Felicia's like, haha, I now have more money that I needed for some reason, even though I'm already fucking rich as shit. Like, why? If I were Peter, I would have just been like, you're done with me. You are never going to talk to me again. Get out of my life.
Like, yeah, no, that's not something you can just sweep under the rug. It's like, no, you lied to me about possibly having a child.
And you knew how much our relationship meant. Like, our relation, like, that stuff is fucked up. That's like sociopathic behavior, and Felicia is not a sociopath. And it's just, I just hate that the game treats it as like, ooh, that it's just Felicia being Felicia. It's like, no, Felicia wouldn't stoop that low.
Yeah, like, no, this is too much for her.
But then Peter tries to go after her because it turns out he finds out somehow Hammerhead's gonna kill her. I forgot how he figured that out, but
I think it's because like the drives have like a tracker thing in it.
Oh yeah, I forgot she was collecting all the drives. So then he gets to her apartment. It gets blown up by Hammerhead, and as you mentioned in our last take, you can see the hint of the smoke right before.
Like she threw down a smoke bomb right before the explosion.
Yeah. So that happens. Then the next one is basically you and Yuri going after Hammerhead. This one's the worst one of the trio.
Crossing the thin blue line.
Don't remind me, man.
That is the name of a trophy that you unlock by completing this story.
I hate it. Why? I don't.
And if you people at home don't believe me, check your PlayStation 4s right now. And if you don't have a copy, look it up.
It's real. It's real, and I hate it. I want to die. So it starts out with, like, Hammerhead captures Yuri and two of her partners, and Hammerhead kills them, and then Yuri's scarred, and then she just starts going a little cuckoo, and
she becomes Wraith.
She's on the path to becoming Wraith, I guess.
Yeah, she basically becomes Wraith in the third one.
Just without the superpowers.
Yeah, or whatever the deal was with her. I think it was like a suit thing. I don't know, and I don't care, because Wraith is just Punisher with a different gimmick.
Yeah. But, you do some stuff in this game, like, Hammerhead's men, like, get a hold of Sable Tech. Some of them are, like, drills that go through the city. And
yeah, which is really weird that Sable has these things.
But then again, she was financed by Norman Osborn, who was a paranoid motherfucker.
Yeah, that's very true.
But, some stuff happens. You go into the bar with no name to get info. Which I hate that we don't see any classic Spidey villains in there. Or just any B-tier ones.
No, it's just a bunch of random dudes.
Like, do the thing that that storyline at the beginning of Spencer's run did, where you have people like White Rabbit and all these very goofy D-list villains.
Yeah, throw White Rabbit, Boomerang, fucking Beetle in there. Who cares? Have fun with it.
It's just a bunch of smudgy guys.
Yeah, don't have it just be a bunch of generic goons that no one cares about.
Because then, well, I guess it makes sense, because then we find out later in the game Yuri's going on a rampage and murders all the people in the bar with no name. Then it ends with you beating Hammerhead, who's in, like, a mech suit, and then you have him beat, and then Yuri goes up to him with a shotgun and blasts his face.
Yeah, he shoots him with a laser gun and just puts a giant fucking dent in his head. You can see the metal skull underneath.
And Spider Cop is like, okay, no.
Yeah.
That joke aged so terribly.
There's a lot in the PS4 game that aged like milk.
Yeah. And then the post-credits scene for this one shows that, Hammerhead's actually kind of alive. But then...
somehow, because, like, what's it called? Project Olympus or something?
I think. Something like that. Project Olympus.
Okay, yeah. It's fucking Cyborg, is what it is. It's Cyborg tech.
Yeah. So then the third part, Silver Lining, happens, and Silver Sable comes back, and she's like, okay, Spider-Man, you fucked up, I hate you again. And then you finally have a boss fight with her, and then she goes through the same arc that she went through in the original game.
Literally the exact same arc, but not as rushed, seeing as how in the original game it happened literally in her final moments of screen time.
Yeah, I always thought that was so weird. Like, nobody ever brought that up. Like, that, like, literally the prior scene before Peter got his ass kicked by Doc Ock, she was, like, reluctantly helping him. But, like, then immediately she comes in, she's like, I need to get you to a hospital and you can thank me by not dying and stuff, and being weirdly sentimental. It's like, And then she has a schoolgirl crush on him in this one, which is weird.
Yeah. When it's just like, this whole time I just want to, like, talk to her directly and go, we are not friends.
Like, she's almost 40 and she's being like a giddy little schoolgirl. She's being like Rei Ayanami in here. Her character literally is Rei Ayanami from Evangelion. Oh my god.
Oof.
The hair, too. Oh my god, the hair. It all makes sense now. Silver Sable in Spider-Man PS4 is just Rei from Evangelion. Not Rei from Star Wars, Rei from Evangelion.
Man.
I remember when The Force Awakens was coming out, we found out Rei's name. People edited Rei Ayanami's head over her. I thought it was funny.
That's right, I remember that shit.
That was funny. But yeah, it's just more of the same stuff. Midway through this chapter, the two of you fight Hammerhead again. Oh, I almost forgot, Screwball fucking sucks. I hate her.
Oh yeah, no, fuck Screwball, fuck her. She's the worst.
I hate everything about her. I hate her challenges so goddamn much.
They're the worst shit ever made for video games.
Like, they're not as cool as the Taskmaster challenges.
They're not fun. And honestly, the Taskmaster ones aren't very fun either. And somehow these ones are worse.
But at least Taskmaster is cool, so it drives you to be like, okay, I want to do them, so I can.
Right?
Fight
It's like, okay, I hate these challenges, but I'll do it for you because you're cool and I want to fight you in a cool big fight.
Someone brought this up. Like, I feel like it was gonna be the plan to have Spider-Man PS4 connect to Avengers because of both Taskmaster and AIM being very prevalent in Spider-Man PS4.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't be shocked if that was the plan, but then, contracts or something just got in the way and they decided, never mind.
The AIM logo is very similar because it's yellow and stuff. Just like in the Avengers game.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's weird. Because I feel like in the sequel they'll just throw AIM away altogether. Because they very much hinted at that Taskmaster was being hired by AIM, just like he is in Avengers. So
yeah, yeah, true.
But anyway, y'all go to fight Hammerhead, who's now a cyborg. He's basically just Silvermane now.
He's a Bionicle.
Yeah, he's a Bionicle. You just need to play. I wish when they revealed him, they played "Move Along" by the All American Rejects. No, you gotta keep it strong. Move along, move. Yeah. Anyway.
I remember this one Bionicle commercial where it's them all fighting over a mask to, I think it was Evanescence.
Was it "Bring Me to Life" by Evanescence?
I think it was. Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
That was the shit back then.
I love that Daredevil exclusively had "Bring Me to Life" and "My Immortal" by Evanescence.
That's right.
They had the training montage of Elektra set to "Bring Me to Life." I love that. But so Hammerhead kidnaps Silver Sable and leaves you to die, but then he gets saved by Black Cat. And I was just waiting for Peter to be like, no.
Right.
Go away.
Go away.
I'm done with you. You have cost me. You've made me age so much due to stress. I'm done with you. I do not.
You can't see it under this mask, but my hair is turning gray.
I do not want it to be like yours. But she basically just gives him some info, and she's like, "Yeah, sorry about that whole thing. Okay, bye now."
Right.
Because of that, I'm hoping that they're playing the long game, and it turns out she actually does have a kid.
I really do too.
Because I like the idea of the Spider-Cat kid, because it gives people who are fans of that pairing to have something that's validation.
Yeah.
Because, I'm of the belief that their relationship is just as important as his relationship with MJ. But Peter and MJ are endgame. That's never going to change. It should never change.
Yeah. Peter and MJ are always going to be together no matter what.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see if they'll... I don't know how much that was built up here is going to be addressed in Miles Morales or the main sequel whenever that comes out, but we'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
When do you think the main sequel is going to come out?
Probably next year.
Do you think so?
Either next year or year after.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2022 now, because they already have Ratchet and Clank coming out next year.
That's true.
So, I don't know. Then again, Insomniac is on fire right now, so maybe they have enough resources to like. I have a feeling though that Miles Morales will tease the main sequel that will bring him and Peter together.
Oh, no doubt.
But what was I going to say? So basically, you go find Silver Sable, and then she gets a schoolgirl crush on you, and then y'all formulate a plan to kill Hammerhead. Well, not kill, I guess. Apparently, he's actually alive, even though you melt his head with a fucking laser beam. But yeah, you two beat him, and then Silver Sable's like, okay, bye, I'm going. And then you have a post-credit scene of Peter training Miles, and then Miles jumps off a building to his death. R.I.P. R.I.P.
Yeah,
I would die for you. It's a song by Joji. Yeah, no. Also then MJ's like, okay, I'm gonna go off to Simcaria, bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna go cover the war, bye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go be like Frank West.
Dead Rising MJ.
I'd play that.
Yeah. Has to be better than what they did with 4.
It's automatically gonna be better than 4 no matter what.
Yeah. Man, the story and the DLC is not good.
It really isn't. And honestly, the worst part about the DLC is that even the gameplay isn't fun.
Because it's just more the same.
It's just the same exact shit.
All
over
they
and
do is
over
that they
again.
just make the enemies harder, and it's more annoying that way.
Yeah, like in the second one, I believe, as soon as you like start, you're instantly in like a big fight with a bunch of guys with guns aimed at you immediately.
Yeah, I hated that. The second one is the worst.
The second one is the absolute worst one of them all.
It's just, I hate it. Not hate, but like it's not. I don't know. It's just, it was very clearly just made because they needed to have a perk for the pre-order.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have much except unlock these 3 suits early. Which, I will say, I like that the game doesn't have any microtransactions. Like, it's not like Arkham where you need to buy these things to get suits. It's just like,
Yeah, like you just do stuff and you unlock them over the course of the game.
Yeah. So, like, I hope they keep that for the sequel, which, by the way, we didn't touch on this in our last take. The suits in the game are really cool.
Yes. Yeah, no, I really like most of the suits in this game.
The one I like is one that a lot of people don't like. It's the Fear Itself suit.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, I like blue. I'm sorry. I like blue and black. It's a good combo.
It is, but not on that.
No, it is. You're just a coward.
What is going on with his arms?
I'm sorry. Like, take those off and the suit looks good.
I will give you that much.
Thank you. I like how detailed the suits are, too.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of like detail in how they
You can
look.
tell the difference from the Beanox games, which just are very, very flat.
They're just textures.
Yeah.
These are like there's actual like material and like feel to them.
I think we said it in the last episode, but like, there's something weird about the classic suit because it, like, design-wise, it's great, but the material looks like way too rubbery.
Yeah, there's just, when you look at it from far away, it's fine, but when you get up close, it starts to kind of get a bit off.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
my favorite is the vintage.
the
cell shaded.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that one. That one's cool.
It's like it's that one and the silver spider armor you get in the DLC.
Yeah, I like that one too. Also the Iron Spider, like the actual Iron Spider one.
Yeah, the one that should have been in the movie.
If it was, though, people would just say Iron Boy Jr. even more, even though it's comic accurate.
I mean, yeah.
But, like, that made the comic look better for me, because the comic look was always weird, because I'm like, how is it iron when it shows that, like, the red is all fabric? Like, but then this game makes it look actually, like, flexible, but still like armor, and I'm like, okay, now it looks good like this.
Yes.
But yeah, I also like the Mangaverse suit.
Yeah, the Mangaverse suit's pretty neat.
I thought that was a good representation to like a universe that's not really talked about.
Yeah, well, probably for good reason.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the best.
Yeah.
Also, Bombastic Bagman with the Fantastic Four suit.
Oh yeah, those were added for free. That and the Future Foundation suit.
Yep, and I believe the also the movie suits.
Are we talking Raimi suit?
I mean movie suits in general, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That too. Remember that? That was a.
We're not going to name names about people who did this, especially one person in particular.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not in that business. That's what Twitter is for.
But that whole thing was fucking terrible.
Everything about it was the worst. It's like that, and when Spidey was out of the MCU was when Spidey Twitter was at its absolute fucking worst.
Yeah. When Spidey Twitter was out of the MCU, that was the worst of MCU Twitter and MCU Spidey Twitter. But when, like...
The Raimi suit is just the worst of Spidey Twitter in general.
I'd also say, like, just the worst of Raimi Twitter, too. Because it's like...
Oh, totally.
Like... I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of MCU Spidey fans that are, like, bad.
The worst?
Yeah. But I don't know, a lot of Raimi fans just seem to be way louder. Mostly just because of nostalgia. And that's not me saying the movies are bad and you're nostalgia blinded, because the movies are good.
We have 3 commentary tracks that will tell you that we love those movies.
Yeah. But, like, they felt so entitled to this suit. And it's like, it's not even that good a suit. Just saying. It's just...
It's... Hang on. I can't play it on here, but you know what I want to play. The fucking "It's Just Video Games, Bro" clip.
Like, it's literally just a skin. It's like, it's the same fucking issue with people who are like, we need the black suit of Superman in Justice League. It's like, no, it's just a fucking suit. It doesn't matter. Like, it's a cosmetic. It does nothing. Like, I don't, like...
It's not even like all the other suits that come with, like, powers and shit. It's just a fucking texture swap.
Like, it looks cool in the game, and some people try to be like, oh, it's a rush job, and it's like, no, they were working on this, they just couldn't talk about it because of NDAs.
Yeah. It's like, shit takes time to make.
But nerds don't care. They want it now.
No. And I'm just sitting here like, sucks to be you. I don't even wear that suit anyway, because I don't think it looks that good.
I wore it sometimes, but it doesn't look... It's not as cool as the suits that have, like, moving eyes and stuff.
Yeah, also, the webbing looks really off in the game, because you get to see it up close all the time.
Yeah.
So, like, these things where he's, like, holding a cell phone, and, like, he pushes it with the fucking silver webbing instead of his thumb because it's so thick.
Yeah. This is why I don't like raised webbing, because it's just too bulky.
Yeah, it's too bulky, and it makes the suit feel, like, more expensive than it should.
Yeah.
If that makes it, like, that kind of material is not something I feel like Peter Parker should have.
It also just looks so impractical.
It does, and I will say before anyone comes at me, believe me, I have my criticisms of the MCU suits as well for the same type of shit of Peter should not have access to this kind of shit half the time.
Yeah.
Like, again, my biggest gripe of Far From Home is the part where he's like, I'm not Iron Man, I'm not gonna try to be Iron Man anymore. And then he immediately mimics Iron Man's movements and makes a suit with $1 trillion sewing machine.
And I've defended that moment just of it being like a little last, like, oh, kiss goodbye to Tony, but like...
Yeah, it was definitely more of a, hey, Iron Man 1 was cool, so we're going to reference that because it's the end of Iron Man.
It was more of a meta moment than a story moment.
Yes, that is what they were going for, which, depending on how you feel, is how it is.
Yeah. Like, but I understand the criticism about it, but yeah, no. I do like that they added the Far From Home suits for free.
Yeah, they added all the Far From Home suits. It was...
And that's the last update on the game.
Yeah. Also, the Spider-Verse suit is great.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
I love like the filter over it where it looks like kind of grainy.
Yeah, I love it. Love it so much. It looks really good in motion. I like the cell shaded stuff.
Yeah, like the color on that suit is so good.
Yeah. I remember when the DLC suits for the third one were announced and people were fucking ape shit over the Raimi suit, and then a day later they're like, okay, here's the Raimi suit, you fucking losers.
Yep.
Ugh. But, did we talk about gameplay stuff in the last one, or just story?
I feel like we mentioned a little bit of gameplay, but not too much.
Well...
Gameplay, good.
good gameplay. Recommend. But no, like, I like that it goes back to the Spider-Man 2 thing of instead of counter, you dodge.
Yes.
Because countering is too easy.
Agreed.
It's just like in the Arkham games, it's like it just you know the meme. He pressed square 3 times and then triangle.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's I think like having it just be dodge instead of counter makes the combat more intuitive and challenging.
1 second. Hang on 1 sec.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You're good.
What's up?
If y'all hear people outside, I'm very sorry. Those are my new roommates. Usually they're not this loud, so I'm very
you
sorry.
could grab me something to eat.
Yeah.
You can hang out. Right? It's so calm now.
What is going on in the world of entertainment today? Let us see. Again, PS5 is about to go on sale. Very excited for that.
Good job.
What is going on?
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
Where were we?
We were talking how dodging makes it more intuitive than just simply countering.
Yes, the dodge is more. There's more interaction with the dodge.
Yeah, it makes the combat more challenging and thought provoking, which I hope they build on for Miles Morales.
Agreed.
They still have not announced a gameplay demo for Gamescom, and I'm starting to get worried because it's like, I mean, I don't think the game's going to be bad. It's like, show us something before the game comes out. There's almost 2 months, like, right? I don't know, but what was I going to say? The swinging's really cool. Where would you rank it in terms of like all the swinging stuff in games?
I put it like probably my second favorite swinging in the Spider-Man games. My favorite's Ultimate.
I feel that. I think it's like a tie between this, Ultimate, and Web of Shadows.
Yes.
Because those two utilize movement very well, especially Web of Shadows. There's a lot of surprising tricks you can do in Web of Shadows, which I think is really cool.
Like, I really hope they bring more of that kind of shit back for the sequel.
Yeah.
Or for Miles Morales or something. In a future game, I don't...
I'm excited
Give
to
me
see
more
what
Web of
Miles
Shadows.
Swinging is like, because they teased it's going to be like a bunch of new animations and stuff, and it's like, show us, I want gameplay, please. Like,
The same. I hope it's like super acrobatic and
Yeah.
shit.
and just a lot of it kind of fumbly, because Miles is still learning.
Yeah, no, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Like do fun with Miles.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say? I like the swinging. The wall crawling is terrible though.
Oh, the wall crawling is worthless.
It is broken. It's literally just broken. Like,
Yeah, like you can't just crawl up the buildings. You have to run up
Yeah.
at the least.
like, I get the thought process was people will probably swing more instead of wall crawl, but it's like at least put the thought into people who might like to wall crawl. Like,
yeah, like I just want to do it because it's fun.
I like that the Amazing games had a reticle, so like wall crawling wasn't super weird.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of those games, I actually really liked that kind of like focus mechanic,
The
where
web
like
rush.
where you like pause in midair and like scan around for where you want to go.
yeah, I thought that was pretty
I
cool.
Yeah, I really like that mechanic, and I hope it makes a comeback someday.
Something I didn't really like about it was that it felt too automatic, especially when traversing.
Well, that is definitely fair,
But
because it is a very just point and click.
because I do like how this game makes it feel like you're the one actually doing the traversal.
Yes.
This game really makes you feel like Spider. I'm sorry, I just say it. Just
No,
once.
you had to.
But yeah, no. That'll be interesting to see brought back in some capacity. The gadgets are really cool, very Ratchet and Clank inspired.
Yeah, the only one I don't really like is the gravity one.
Yeah, the gravity one is. I think we talked
Like-
about that in the last one.
I think we did, yeah. It's just, it's too much.
Yeah, because like you could easily like just throw it at enemies and have them all go up in the air, and then throw a web bomb, and then they're all just
Yeah.
dead.
It's like, yeah, and like, also, I think the only times I ever used that thing was for fucking Screwball.
Yeah, but I do like the detail of when you knock people off the building. You'll like Spidey will throw a bomb and like
Yeah, there's like a web device attached to them that instantly attaches to like the nearest wall and
Yeah.
just sticks them to it.
so it shows
So
that
that
he
would-
does not kill.
Yeah, so that way we don't have to worry about Spider-Man being a murderer.
Yeah. Now, if only we could worry about that for Batman, or not worry about that for Batman. Anyway,
God damn it! Please, Robert Pattinson,
please,
don't kill.
please be the one non-murder Bat, please.
Break the cycle. Be like George Clooney. Break the cycle.
Please. Is there anything else about the gameplay to talk about? The side missions are okay.
Yeah, there's some that are fun. Others are just busy work.
They don't really lead to anything. It's just,
Nah.
like I wish. The one that does lead to something is the Tombstone one.
Yeah, that's really because it feels like a whole other story.
Yeah.
And that's fun. Like it's a multi-part story arc.
Like, I hope in the next main game they have like they have storylines that. Sorry if you heard laughing in the background. By the way, I guess they have people over, but I hope like in the next game they have like the side missions are villain centered because I want to see more of the villains, but.
Agreed, because way too many of the side missions in both the main game and DLC were just here's some thugs causing trouble.
Yeah. It's
like, why can't I get Shocker breaking into someone's backyard?
yeah. If only.
God, that was the best.
I'm gonna have to ask him to keep it down. Ugh.
No, we're just about done anyway.
Yeah.
There's not much else to talk about.
Pretty much. I think we said all we can say about this game.
Yeah, it's It's a good game.
Yeah.
Like, go buy it. Don't buy the DLC. There's really nothing to make it worth it.
If it's free with the game, sure.
Yeah, if you get, like, the Game of the Year edition, I think, which comes with...
everything.
Yeah. Like, get that one. Oh my god, my cat is playing with the TV.
I've legit been thinking about maybe adopting a cat.
Yeah, they're fun, but they're also a pain.
Yeah, like it would have to be a cat that I really vibe with and that I know will be okay living in an apartment.
Yeah.
So, who knows? We'll see, maybe. But
oh boy,
it's just something I'm thinking about. But yeah, game good.
Game good.
Good.
DLC not so good.
Buy it for 5 munners. That's my favorite meme. The guy holding the $5 bills and it's 5 munners. The one's like 17 doubloons. I love those memes. It's just like, I don't know what they describe it as. It's like the ones that are just like framed.
Yeah, we need to go back to pirate time and call currency doubloons.
Wish it's like the PS5, 500 doubloons. But yeah, apparently PS5 price leaked. It is $500
for the one with the disc drive,
and the non-disc one is $400. Which those are good prices. I'm happy with those.
Yeah,
like
agreed.
Like
I'll be right back. My cat is being an asshole.
Okay. I currently have 200 doubloons waiting for my sister to pay me back so I can afford the PS5. It's gonna come out soon.
Sorry about that. He was chewing something near my TV and I got nervous.
Oh, it's okay. How's he doing, by the way?
Oh, he's doing pretty good. He wasn't doing so great the other day. Like he was not shitting properly, but he's gotten better.
Oh, I'm glad he's doing better.
Yep. Sorry, he was chewing a plug now. Oh boy. I'll be back. Alright, you gotta go.
Nope, okay. New Call of Duty came out. Ronald Reagan is a character for some reason.
Really?
People are fine with this, but then get mad when women are in games and call it political. It's very dumb. Also, fuck Josh Boone, because he's very racist.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're good.
But yeah, Rocky's great. You just occasionally will start chewing shit he's not supposed to, and that's not the best. But he's out of the cone of shame, so he's happy.
That's good. I was saying how they just showed the new Call of Duty trailer and has CGI Ronald Reagan. Like he's a character in it, because it's about the Cold War.
Of course.
This one guy tweeted, one of my mutuals was like, me gearing up for my alternate ending where I assassinate CGI Ronald Reagan, and it's the scene from Aquaman. I'm gonna take my time.
Yeah. I love that. I love that meme so much.
It's best.
Like,
but yeah, fuck Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan is one of the worst presidents we've ever had.
Hope the game has an alternate ending where you can make America communist.
Right? Like, who do you side with, America or the Soviet Union?
What was that thing from one of the Bill Wurtz videos? Like, in the Soviet Union. I don't remember what that one was. But
I think from the is it from the History of Everything video?
Yeah, but I forgot what it was. It was like something in the Soviet Union. I don't remember what that was.
God, I'll have to rewatch that video soon.
Yeah. Okay, well, people are getting loud in my apartment, so I'm gonna...
okay.
So we'll stop here. We'll wrap up. So all in all, DLC... live.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Main game,
Yeah.
good. DLC, bleh.
I'm excited for Avengers. I'm picking it up next Tuesday from because I get it 3 days early because I pre-ordered the deluxe edition, so I'm very excited.
I actually forgot that that's coming out like very soon.
Yeah, better get on it if you're gonna get it.
Right. I have it pre-ordered, so like I'm set.
You've upset
Apparently
the
it takes
game
up, like-
companies.
Right. Apparently it costs like 90 something gigabytes.
Oh yeah, it's
Rocky, no. Get away from the wires.
Do your parents pester you to like let your cat hang out in your room?
No, not really.
My mom is like, Alec, let Tigger hang out in your room whenever I'm home, and I'm like, okay. And he's usually fine, but sometimes he'll just, whenever he's on the floor, I get very nervous because it's like I have stuff on the floor. I'm like, please do not destroy anything. But
Yeah.
it's so weird because
Always.
he's an asshole, but he'll be very sweet when like he's in my room, and he'll legitimately like when he's next to me, he'll legitimately like slump down on his side to lay on me.
Yeah.
I miss him. It's been a while since I saw him. But also I got a new TV finally. I finally got a new 4K TV because
Oh, nice.
the parts finally shipped to test to see if they work or not to fix the old TV, and they didn't. So then we waited for customer service, and they called, and he's like, "Okay, here's your exchange code. Go to Best Buy and go get a new TV with it." So
There you go.
yeah. So turns out that model I got was discontinued, so it makes sense why it crapped out like that. But hopefully this one will last a lot longer. But just in case, I got the warranty again. So. But yeah.
There you go.
Alright, so we will stop here for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. Once again, my name is Alec. I'm one of your hosts. You can follow me at @_TheSmartAlec on Twitter.
And I'm Brian. I'm the other host. You can follow me at Redo Reviews or BMDRLR on Twitter.
If you want to follow our podcast on Twitter, you can go to @LOTE_podcast. If you want to follow On Comics Ground on Twitter, you can go to @OnComicsGround. And if you go to our website, we post daily reviews, news, editorials, and all that jazz. So, thank you so much for joining us. We will catch you all in the next web. Bye.
Bye.